v square is equals to u square plus 2gs. So this 2gs will represent 2 times g times s. Now I need to find the value of s when v is equals to 25. So here, when my v equals to 25, I can take 25 and sub it here. So it's like you're telling you, if this is my formula and I have v25, u is 12, g is 10, what would be the value of s? Okay, so v square here, you know that v is equals to 25. Now when we put this 25 in, just to note that it basically represents the v, so that's 25 square. So instead of v, we are replacing the v with 25, so that's 25 square. Now u is equals to 12, so we replace u with 12, so u square becomes 12 square. Okay, and 2gs, so 2gs, this is plus 2. Now g, remember, is 10, so I put a bracket around it followed by s, and s is the unknown that we are trying to find here. Okay, so with that, I go on to the next step. 25 square, that will give me the value of 625. 12 square gives me the value of 144. And I'm just going to simplify 2 times 10 times s. Now 2 times 10, that gives me 20. So I actually get a 20s over here. Okay, so with that, the next step I will do, I want to find my value of s here. So my last step has to be s equals to something, right, where the coefficient of s is on one side, which is basically like s equals to a certain value. So like I told you before in class, we need to pack by reversing our steps. There's a 144, we'll reverse it by subtracting 144 on both sides. Okay, because we want to get to our s, we need to remove all the coefficients, or I mean constant or terms. Okay, so 144 minus 144, right, this gives us a 20s. Now because you can see that this is an adding of 144, so I'm subtracting 144 on both sides. Now 625 subtract 144, that gives me a 481. Okay, so I'm just going to write it as a 20s equals to 481, just swapping my variable to the left hand side. If a equals to b, it's the same as b equals to a. So I'm just swapping the terms from left to right and right to left. And from 20s to s, the value of s here, you know that we have a 20, the number 20 multiplied to s. So what we do is we divide by 20 on both sides. Now if I divide by 20 on both sides, you have the answer of 481 over 20. Okay, if you choose to leave the answer in terms as a mixed fraction, then you have the answer